They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Can you hear me? We couldn't hear nothing.
Couldn't hear nothing.
No, it didn't even play the main screen. It said failed to play browser, while on the side where you see the two phone type layout, it played on that, but it didn't have no sound. So I don't know what happened.
That's right. Let me look into it. All right, so it was on. I just want to make sure it played right on the joint, on the actual. But you saying you couldn't hear it in the StreamYard?
Right, you couldn't hear it. Yeah, you couldn't hear it at all in the StreamYard.
I heard it.
You've seen it playing.
Oh, you know what it is? No, that ain't that.
You've seen it playing on the side where it's the phone media layout with us two pictures side by side.
Not
on the main
horizontal
screen,
shit.
yeah, on the main screen it didn't play at all.
That's wild.
And it said failed to play browser. Browser failed to play clip.
Yeah, that's just your end, fella. That's just on your end. Is the audio to Wob now just missed the intro?
Yeah, the audio to Wob now.
Yeah. You talking about on which site are you listening on? Which site were you on? VA, Baltimore, Eastern Shore?
Quiet.
Which one? You muted again.
I'm on my laptop, but I'm through the link that you sent me though.
No sweat.
I
just checked it on the Eastern Shore page, on the vertical joint and on the horizontal, and they both had the intro playing just fine. You see what I'm saying? Okay. I'll run it again just in case. I'll run the intro again. You know what I mean? But I think everything to Wob, as long as you can hear everything now, even with us talking, everything should be straight.
I no sweat. Shalom,
hold
Israel.
On. Man, hold on. Hey, I'm gonna play the intro again just in case. All right.
All right.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's right. White man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
It played that time. Man, what's
What's
going
up?
on, everybody? This is Chop and Cut Friday night. Offset 500 Yagadar will be out today. He might be out next week. Um, Lord in Christ, he healing up. He getting better.
That's
He
right.
getting stronger. Gonna be back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Probably
We'll be
jumping
with
over
that, brother.
walls. You know what I mean?
He
Like the
probably
scripture
tuning in
says.
for real. He probably
Probably
in the
tuning
chat
in.
for
Yep.
real. Yeah, he'll be in here.
But nonetheless, we go get straight to it. This is Chop and Cut, man. We got a good episode for you today, and we're gonna be presented by Officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah out of Eastern Shore. Y'all give him a hand. Y'all watch
Oh,
my
y'all
show.
watching that show? Yeah,
And
no sweat
myself,
for what,
Officer
man.
5. My bad, sir.
No, I was
What
just
you
going
say?
to introduce you, brother. You know what I'm
No
saying?
sweat.
Right here, my right hand man, Officer 500, Corrala come. You understand? Get that brother a hand. You understand? The hardest working brother I know. The hardest working brother that's always hitting my phone up with more work to do.
Boy.
Nah, I love that brother Zeal, man. If it weren't for him, there would be no chop and cut, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that brother, this is definitely his brainchild. You understand? He's the engine for this for real. So again, the water to you, Officer Kura.
The water, sir. Man, first story we got from y'all is we got everybody know about Somalia. Um and the Somalia nation in Minnesota, they stole $1 billion from welfare. And sources say that it was funding a terrorist group in Al Shabaab, Al Shabaab's terrorist group back in their homeland. I think it was from like a welfare group that supports families with autism. We got an article. We're gonna get straight into it with y'all.
Well, first we got a video of the Somalian woman that was talking about um everything that was going on with it. Just a little, it's a little short, about 57 seconds. We're gonna play that and then we'll get into the article. Let me know if the audio get jammed up. I got it. Yeah. Let me know if it's like echoing or double playing, and then we'll get that straight. So watch.
Amakan.
Somalis are definitely being targeted, being scapegoated. I don't know when America started caring about fraud. What I know from America is if you are rich and powerful and white, yeah, your claim to fame is fraud. The fact that you guys are upset that Somalis are doing it is kind of weird. Some Somalis did it, okay? Well, if I benefited from that money, I would say yeah, and I had a good time. But I didn't. I still go to work every other goddamn day, bitch. What? That got to do with me? I've never seen somebody being like, "Ooh, all Somali people." Yeah, um, rich people are mostly white men. Okay, white men and women, and we all know that they pillaged the planet, right? And that's how they got their money. But I am supposed to feel bad because my people finally decided to get themselves involved in white people business. No, steal more and send me some, please.
Mm. She said a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? If anybody, were you able to hear that, Officer Quora? Did that
Yeah, I
did
heard
that
it, sir.
audio come through to Wild?
Yeah, it came through to
Yeah. If anybody wasn't necessarily paying attention to what that lady said, man, that's a Somalian woman, and basically, like this article says that Officer Quora found, said that the Salaki, it says that the largest funder of Al Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer. is the Minnesota taxpayer. And basically, I guess we could get into this article a little bit. I'm gonna zoom in a taste if I can. All right. It says how some of the state's welfare funds ended up in the hands of a terror group. Did you want to say something on this before I start reading? You know what I mean?
no,
Or
let us, sir.
No sweat. All right. It says that the state of Minnesota is drowning in fraud. Billions in taxpayer dollars have been stolen during the administration of Governor Tim Walz alone. Democratic state officials overseeing one of the most generous welfare regimes in the country are asleep at the switch, and the media, duty bound by progressive pieties, refuse to connect the dots. All right. So then it goes on to, I want to see, this next paragraph pretty much sums it up. All right. It says, in many cases, the fraud has allegedly had been perpetrated by members of Minnesota's sizable Somali community. You understand? Federal counterterrorism sources confirmed that millions of dollars in stolen funds have been sent back to Somalia, where they ultimately landed in the hands of the terror group Al Shabaab. As one confidential source put it, the largest funder of Al Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer. So when you talk about immigration and all of that, in Minnesota, they got a goddamn a huge Somali community and population. You know what I mean, with the different immigration and stuff. Like, different areas of the U.S. seem to house different people from different nations. You know what I mean, from around the globe. So Minnesota got hella Somalis, and the Somalis are fraudulently uh, uh, capitalizing on the welfare system of the state of Minnesota. And then what they're doing with those funds, apparently, according to this article, is they're sending those funds back to Somalia. Yeah, I mean, they're not using it here; they're sending it back to Somalia. And Somalia has a damn terrorist group called Al Shabaab, and that's how a majority, you understand, the biggest bulk of their funding is coming from is Minnesota taxpayers. But that's it on that. All right, Karai, go ahead, go in.
No, it's crazy. Like, crime supposed to be like he going big on the immigration. You know what I'm saying, with the Latino brothers or whatever. You know what I'm saying, but you got a whole Somalia community in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying. The counterterrorism, federal counterterrorism is investigating this. You know what I'm saying? Just as quick as you can come. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Con.
Somebody hopped inside the stream.
Yeah, I thought you brought that cat up.
You know what I'm saying? With
I thought you brought him up. Let's
I
do
don't
it.
know how
Let's
he
get
got
it.
in there. But yeah, though, they go so hard on them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, yeah. My bad. They going so hard on our Latino brothers, you know what I'm saying, for immigration. They're actually building up America. You have a whole community. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is not a big community. This is just a area of where they live at. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And from the looks of it, from what the reports say from this article, you know what I'm saying? That community took over $1 billion of America's money. You know what I'm saying? Of America's money to fund a known terrorist group. But the ISUPK can't even get inside of a food drive.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They know. They listen, they know who took their money. They know exactly where it went to. They knew it was leaving out when it was going. I mean, because everybody's stealing. Everybody's doing corruption. Everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? America. They just found out over on America's on Fire, Captain Mashak talked about Asians had some type of same money scheme where they had a house full of computers, and they had people getting hired, those at home jobs, you know what I'm saying, where you can work from far away.
Right.
Well,
Remote.
remote. They had Asians getting hired for those positions through AI and all types of stuff that were living over in other countries, right? That were asking the company to send computers to a house that they brought in America, where another Asian person was mining and taking care of all those computers, and they was dishing the information out, and all of the money that they were getting were going to one of these Asian countries to fund their missiles or whatever. And I mean, it's the evil thing that America has so much money. America has so much. This show how much money they have. This don't include the money that they send into Ukraine, the money they send into the Jewish man, the money that they send to buy weapons to fight Russia, to help Taiwan, to do all of this stuff, to go get military equipment and everything they need to go into Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? All of the money that the Esau is stealing through his paying, dishing out social security checks for so-called people that are 200 years old. They have all the money, but none for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, and even other nations know it. She was in a
Yeah.
video saying, "Yeah, go ahead."
Now I was gonna say that's what that lady said in the video. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Man, this is what white people do." like
Right,
she said this is what white people do. Everybody and you know like robs the system and scams and it's fraudulent. Why wouldn't we? you know? And then again, this is kind of her response to this news, you know what I mean, coming out. That that initial video we showed. She was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do that. The fuck."
right. There's no shame in their game. You know what I mean?
No,
Like blacks, Hispanics is the only people that's trying to play the game right. They,
yeah.
they they trying to play the game right with all of the obstacles in their way. They trying to play the game right. You
Look,
know what I'm
and
saying?
and just to kind of speak on this little next segment of the article, right? It just gave an example of how they were committing the fraud. Like they were setting up like fake businesses that were administering like services to kids with autism,
Mm-hmm.
autism therapy services to the tune of $14 million. They were just going throughout their little Somali community and just acting like they're servicing all the damn kids. All the damn kids got autism, and we're going to service all of them. So give us $14 million. You see what I'm saying? Because those services, yeah, like when it comes to services for kids with like autism and different types of behavioral therapy, it's oftentimes it's very frequent services. It's very repetitive, very, damn, it's like sometimes it's weekly, sometimes it's 3 times a week, sometimes it's, 10 times a month. Like you got these frequent recurring services and they're billing, you know what I'm saying? They're billing for these services. They're billing to say, yeah, we working with this autistic kid. We working with this kid with autism. We working with this kid with autism. Here's the terrible thing right here in this paragraph. I'll highlight it as I'm talking about it. It says Hassan right here. It says Hassan and her parents in the Somali community and recruited their children in the autism therapy services. It didn't matter. Prosecutors suggested that if a child didn't have an autism diagnosis, like let's say the kid wasn't even autistic, this Hassan chick would facilitate a fraudulent one. Just pretend your kid's autistic. Yeah. Again, these are the subtle, wicked schemes. You know what I mean? And again, like she said, who did they get this kind of like? Who did they get this from? Who did they get the who did they get the idea to be so deceptive? Where does that come from? She admitted it in the video, man. She said they get that. She said that they sit here and watch white people get rich being fraudulent in America. Everybody that makes a lot of money in America is doing it on the left hand side. They're doing it, you know what I mean, on the slick side, on the crooked side. She said they'd be fools not to get involved, to not try it, to not get a piece of the pie. You understand? Which I guess leads me to the scripture Officer Quran wanted to bring out. Which one was it? That was the which one was the one with the drink of her wine? Salakia.
That's Revelations 18:3.
Revelations 18:3. Copy that. I'll go ahead and read that because you wanted to break this down. I'm gonna let you go ahead and
Come
get it.
on,
You too wild?
come
You too
on.
wild to break this down? I know you was a little bit busy. I know you got a lot going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Man, when you look at, everybody got their hands in some type of crime. Like even the Saudis, right? Even they're doing business. You know what I'm saying, with America, even though they're on the brink of war. You know what I'm saying, with America. You know what I mean? Even they're doing a business and funding and giving money to America to oppress blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Somalis know it, right? She said, look, the Somalia's country, you know what I'm saying, they went through civil war in what, 1991. It hasn't looked like it hasn't recovered. You know what I'm saying? Their government is corrupt. It hasn't recovered at all. So the same thing that Trump calls Baltimore City or Mexico, you know what I'm saying? He called it a poop hole.
A shithole.
Somalia, yeah, a shithole.
A shithole country.
Right. Somalia is a shithole place, but even though it's a shithole, they still know that the American dream is to come to America and steal money, to be a crime, to do crime. And this is regular, right? While America is telling blacks, Hispanics to pull ourselves up by their bootstraps, the kings of every nation know I can make deals with America because she is corrupt. Because I know that I can make up some plan. It's like you being on a block, or some of the people on the block, and you got, they have deals to sell more drugs. They got deals to do more crime. America is your dope dealer, your shooter. America is every criminal that you see that they try to put a black face on. This is America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the other nations know it. All the other nations that want to jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And get into some shit. They know that they can look to America. You know what I mean? And do all types of crime and get the fast money. Go ahead, sir.
Right. No, I'm just agreeing with you, man. I'm just agreeing with you. That's it on that.
I think in the merchants of the earth
I
are
got it.
waxed
Yep.
rich.
I can tell you. I keep reading. It says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Listen, $1 billion. Somalia got $1 billion, sir. You know what I mean? Imagine if just blacks in America just had half of that, just for us. You know what I mean? To build us up. We don't get none though. We get bullets, dogs, sticks,
Tear gas,
stereotypes, tear
bullets.
gas, ice, federal agents, more policing, more brutality. You know what I'm saying? That's what we get. And think about it. With all of that, we still have a conscience to do better, and to go to school and to try to do more, and to tell our kids, listen, work harder in school, achieve more in school. You know what I'm saying? It's you can see why we are a special people in all of this chaos. You can see why we are even a special people. The Somalia's country is a shithole. If they wouldn't have stole $1 billion, it would be a even more of a shithole. I land my plane.
Damn, that's about it on that. I mean, you keep saying that Somalia is shithole. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Harukan.
kind of, you know what I mean. I hope we don't get clipped for it. But we got a couple other stories dealing with Somalia. Um, you want to go ahead and segue into the Somalian violation? All the violating that's going on in Somalia?
Oh, we can go to. Oh, so this right here is right, and because it be with all right, so because of this story with the Minnesota, black people and have been talking about this because Somalia is a kind of like entwined in black culture because of their dark skinned people. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And you know how Israel is. You know what I mean? So black people have been talking about this and saying like, yo, how they stealing all of this money, how this money can help. You know what I mean? A lot of us, some of our kids have autism. This is our tax paying money. Of course,
right,
Israel gonna talk about this because we're the ones oppressed in America. You know what I'm
right.
saying? We the one who pay taxes. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sir.
Salak, if I could, I mean, damn, this gonna get talked about. Cause think about the way that America tries to vilify the so-called our Latino brothers and sisters, man,
Right.
who come over here and break their damn backs serving this nation in all capacities. Yet and still, we're the news coverage. We're who this whole ICE movement. You know what I'm saying? Our Latino brothers and sisters is what this ICE shit is all about. Meanwhile, you got these Somalian Hamites over here built $1 billion schemes, $1 billion welfare schemes to send over to a terrorist organization, and we're about to get into what these terrorists are doing. We're about to get into what the Somalian government's doing. We're about to get into what all of the money that they're sitting over here filter siphoning off of, again, our our hard-earned money to send over there to Somalia with all this madness going on.
Right.
That's the ridiculousness.
Like, right. That's absolutely right. Like, why wouldn't we be upset? They are hunting us. You know what I'm saying? They are hunting the Latino brothers, and we are building up America. And this is clearly an immigrant who is stealing. You know what I'm saying? Not small as amount. He's stealing the hard workers of America's money. I mean, this is what Trump wanted to fix, right? This is what Doge was created for, right? Find out where this money going, right? To get the people, the criminals out, the so-called immigration criminals out. Yeah, I know. The immigration criminals out. You know what I'm saying? And you have something right here. It shouldn't take no time. The same aggression you gave our Latino brothers, you should implement that same aggression right now. So of course, blacks and Hispanics gonna be talking about it. So while blacks and Hispanics are speaking about this what one of their response inside one of their Somalian mosques. You know what I'm saying? This is and one of their Islam. This is one of their speakings that he gave. And again, you can pull up that video,
I
Salakia,
got
with the
it.
Islamic
Come on.
speaking. And this plays
You
a lot
know
of
I
role
got it.
because
You
blacks,
know I got
Hispanics.
it. That's him?
Yeah, blacks, Hispanics love they Islam.
Oh,
You know what I'm
come on,
saying?
man.
That's their dignified, that dignity. That's how they get dignified. That's how they get clean. That's how they become
Look,
good with God.
all right. Can I say something on that?
Go ahead, sir.
Before we do that again, right? What in terms of like that Islam? So like it's almost like, all right, Christianity has been exposed. You know what I mean? Like Christianity has been exposed as an insane farce of anything besides again a fraudulent Ponzi scheme. Like Christianity is not any. Christianity is bad therapy. It's terrible therapy. It's terrible counseling. It's terrible what they call them? It's terrible advising. You understand? What they call them? Life coaches. Christianity is a terrible life coach. It's a terrible drug addiction counselor. It's a terrible sexual deviance, you know what I'm saying, coach or counselor. It's a terrible marriage counselor. Christianity is an insanely bad marriage counselor. Christianity is a bad family counselor. Christianity is a bad, it's a bad product. And what our brothers and sisters have done is they've left Christianity because they see that Christianity really is just kind of a joke. But a lot of our brothers and sisters have fled to this Islam nonsense as the alternative, as a means of, well, I know what's going on in that Christian church is a joke, but so I'm going to go over here to this Islam. I'm going to convert and be, Islam. A lot of you brothers getting locked up, and you're turning into a damn Muslim. You're turning into a Muslim. You're practicing Islam. You understand? And getting out of jail and going back and doing the same things you were doing, because Islam it doesn't condone the lifestyle you were living before you got locked up. Islam doesn't mind you dealing drugs. You understand? Islam, it's okay to deal drugs as a Muslim. Nothing in there that says that you can't and that you shouldn't. Well, again, this is what our people flock to. You understand? But Islam is just, it's just more Christianity in a nutshell, to put it simply. But this is
Right.
what one of the imams of Islam have to say in response to black people talking about, damn, them Somalis really wild. Them Somalians really wilding out with this welfare fraud.
Right.
Well. The Somalians they're not your ideal immigrant, are they? You
Right.
understand? They didn't like that.
It's like,
Go ahead.
nah, they just holding them accountable.
Come on.
They holding them accountable, saying what you did was wrong. Think about the people that you hurt.
Shame
That's
on
all.
you.
That's all. You got the money. It's already sent off. You know what I'm saying?
And get it back.
Let the victim try to get some peace or some justice through expressing, how he feel.
Right.
And while he do that, you just show how evil and how shameless you are.
Salakia, can I confess real quick?
Go ahead, sir.
I ain't even heard what he said. I don't know what this cat said, but I know it's about to be some bullshit.
Oh, God.
I could just tell it's about to be some nonsense. I could just tell. You want me to go ahead and run it?
Go ahead, sir.
Let's let me know if there's any audio issues if you're not picking it up. All right.
Khan.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand.
So he just called all of our mothers some 304s.
He said African Americans. He said most of them don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. Most of them are the product of one night stands. If you practice Islam, these are your brothers. If you a damn Muslim, assalamu alaikum ass Muslim, this is your brother. This is what he thinks. And again, that Islam is an Arabic religion. It's an Arabic culture. It's Arabic nonsense, right? The so-called Negro in America, the so-called black man in America, is the tribe of Judah. You're an Israelite. You sacrifice that birthright to go and join the religion of of the Arabs, thinking that those are going to be your brothers, thinking that they'll embrace you, they love you. This is what you get. You get Muslim imams talking about all of your people, all of your African American people, saying that none of them know who their fathers are. Most of them were just born out of one night stands. I mean, this is diabolical, man. Like this is how they really feel. What he said, tell us how you really feel. Tell
Right.
us how you really feel. Go ahead. Damn,
No,
freaky
no,
that
you
I
go.
clicked on TikTok, man. I hope it wasn't me.
No, I
God.
shut it off.
Oh,
I'm gonna turn
okay.
it back
All
on.
right, right.
Got
Good
them coming.
time. I don't know if you wanted to get in on that. If you want me to play some more
No,
of
you
this,
can play some more.
no sweat. Let me know when to stop it.
Don't worry about it. Look it on their mothers.
One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah?
That clip you just
That's it.
saw is
That's it, sir.
not only in support.
So what as they showed this little bit of clip on Man on Fire on Wednesday, and Officer 5000 of Warrior told us with that word Uma when he said, "Do we want this? We don't want this for Uma." That means nation. You know what I'm saying? We don't want this for the nation, meaning they don't want black people in their nation because they are all products of one night stands. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He taking a shot at all black people. Black people got damn led made the Islamic yo. So like let me say this. Black people in America, we buy the kufis, we buy the oils, we buy the garments, we buy their little magic cup. We donate money, you know what I'm saying? We donate more money. You know what I'm saying? We put the work in to build a mosque and to support it and to fund it. And then when immigrants come over here to America that are Islam, they have a nice, clean, comfortable home. You know what I'm saying? The go to. You know what I mean? They're welcome with open arms. They come into that mosque that black people built and funded. You know what I'm saying? So you can come from your piece of crap home land to come over here, you know what I mean? Do crime while you indulge in your, idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Serve your fake dead God. Right? Black people continuously just put their money in. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that their God is a rock.
The God is a rock. Yeah, nonetheless, dead rock. Yeah, you're a rock God. You know what I'm saying?
Stone, a damn stone.
You're stone God, man. Like yo, black people do so much. You know what I'm saying? They try to be on what they call their deen. They're trying to be righteous in the middle of chaos, like in the middle of a crime-based religion. You're trying to be righteous. This is why it don't work. This is why as soon as you get in Islam, yeah, if you never sold drugs, you're selling drugs now. If you've never been
Mm,
in prison, it becomes a revolving door now. You looking
mm,
at yourself like, man, I this is hard to be a Muslim. No, if
mm.
you became Muslim now, you became a criminal. That
Yeah,
spirit of criminality is all over you now, and you don't
yeah.
know why. Why they over there?
Islam,
Yeah,
it's
come on,
lucky.
come.
Islam, I believe, you can eat pork if someone serves it to you.
Right. It's
So
dumb.
I guess if you go to McDonald's and you order a goddamn what they call it, what's that breakfast sandwich, man? An egg McMuffin with the ham on it.
Yeah,
If they serve it to you, if that's what they serving, I guess you can just eat it. I
man, that's
mean,
dumb. There's no self control, man. Like
not really,
it's
not
always
really.
a way around to just do crime, and this is what they think about you. Like they sitting in there, they are
Meanwhile, they
teaching it.
hate you.
He just how we want to fight for the love of Esau. We want to fight for the love of Ishmael. We want to fight for the love of every other nation. You know what I'm saying? And I want to bring that out. That goes. If you want to say something else on it too, Salaki.
Nah, I wasn't saying that. Go
No,
ahead.
I want to go in like he calling our black he calling us a generation of one night stands. Well, I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? Somalia had a civil war that been going on since 1991. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though this civil war created so much unrest, and they said it was catastrophic, all word, and pedoism, and
I think you can, Salakia. All right, so I think you can say those words if you ain't on TikTok.
kind.
Like it's TikTok that'll give you the damn, you know what I mean, the Timberland
All
for.
word. I don't think you can say the all word.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you say the.
I just ain't never been on you. No, no. I saw it just last night. General Muhammad's class got slammed because he said the PEDO word.
Oh,
PEDO. Got you. Yeah, we do gotta watch our damn mouths. Thank
yeah.
you.
Yo, that's even ironic too. We gotta watch our dead bobs on YouTube. The Somalians is stealing $1 billion.
Come on,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? We gotta
Come
watch.
on, man.
We can't say a
Can we be
goddamn
rude in
word on YouTube.
Can we be rude in speech? Can we call out their
God
atrocities? Can
damn,
we
bro.
name it?
Yo, you
How the
can.
hell is naming the atrocity get more ramifications and
Then
backlash than the actual atrocities?
right.
We're gonna bring it out. I don't give a goddamn. We'll call it sexual violence. Can we call it that? Because that's what this article calls it. You ready for that? I can just put that on the
Count.
screen.
Yep.
Boom. In case you didn't know,
No, you can show. You can show the video.
you want to go to the video? No sweat.
Mm-hmm.
I got that too. In case you didn't know, I got the video. This one's at 155. You said right?
Right.
Put that full screen. Boom. What's going on in Somalia? They done got all this money from the Minnesota's, and that's just Minnesota's welfare system.
Right.
You don't think
1
they in
billion just in
other,
Minnesota.
you don't think they in other states?
One department though. One state, one department.
Come on, man. Like, come on. Meanwhile, Pedro must go.
Right.
You. This is a stupid nation. I'll just leave it at that.
God over God.
I'll play this video. This is what's going on in Somalia. All right.
Percent of adults, 67% of children identified rape as the most serious issue.
Yes, we were really surprised to see these concerns coming directly from the community when asking women and girls what are the biggest fears, especially when we are speaking to IDP communities, internally displaced communities who have had to move around because of conflict, because of displacement. And there's protracted conflict in Somalia, as well as reoccurring droughts and famine. So communities often move around, so they don't have a conducive environment where they live. So this is very much aligned to assessments found by other agencies such as UN, which has seen 35% increase from last year in the number of sexual violence cases against women and children. So this is very alarming. We were not hoping to see increased caseload. However, unfortunately, this is what's happening right now in country. So this speaks to a much broader issue that needs to be.
So yeah, they just said that 75% increase in cases of sexual violence against women and children.
This was 3 weeks ago. 75% increase. Right. It's been going on since 1991. In 2001, it was an 80% increase. Right. In 2001, it was an 80% increase. Then
But they talking
it was
about one
a
night
75% increase.
stands.
Huh?
They talking about one night stands.
They're talking about, yes, they talk. This is forced one night. This is the most violent one night stand. This is a violent one night stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they man, I they corrupt. And they don't want nobody to put their corruption on Front Street. So they gotta blame somebody else. So just like all the other nations, they'll blame blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for something. They'll make up something. You know what I mean? Why? Because we are holding you accountable. I thought Islam was, a religion of dignity. You know what I'm saying? Of even justice, of fairness. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear that, but to be honest, again, I mean, don't they religion? Ain't their religion okay with abusing? How do I say this?
Abusing women.
I don't. All right, I don't want to say that word. I don't want to say that yet. But can't they? Don't they marry children? Don't they marry their women when they're younger?
Yes.
Like who's their main prophet? Elijah Muhammad, is that the one? That's their main prophet.
I couldn't tell you.
Their main man, Elijah Muhammad. I believe he married a 9-year-old. I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
it's
that
like,
Muhammad. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Aisha,
yeah,
when she was 9.
9 years,
Matter of
yeah,
fact,
yeah.
he
Oh,
got her when I think she was
Car.
6,
Hey,
and
yeah,
he
how
married her
about
when she was
I
9.
was Shabba Rakatha? Yeah,
Yabashim
it's a
Yashabakata.
new law. They just passed a new a law about, yeah, you can marry a 9-year-old little girl, man.
Yeah, they passed that law in I think it was Iran.
Come on, man. Do you
Yeah,
know
all
how
right.
long? Do you know how long and how desired it would have to be in order for it to become like a written law? Like it's been common practice. They just put it in the right. Like
Right.
it's nothing new.
But I think it was like something close to that before, and they changed it, and
Guy,
now they changing it back, but they
going
making it
back
low. I think it was 12. They changed it. Now they changing it back, and they're making it lower to 9.
well, they changed. They upped it to 12 because we're better than that.
Hmm.
They sound like GMS. Salakia. I'll leave that there.
So
I'm sounding like.
in this written article, it says,
Hold on,
um,
Salakia. Let me get that article up here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, go ahead.
it says under right over top of the insecurities in Somalia. It
Uh-huh.
says that more than 100 cases of SA and violent assault against girls were verified by the UN in the first quarter of 2021. Perpetrators often exploited the vulnerability of displacement girls, targeting them when they left camps to perform domestic chores, and reports noted. Like, so because of the civil war, like a lot of chaos and violence happened in different groups, so they had to move locations. And like every time they move in location, it's like you moving around to a group of people that you don't know, that's a worser area, or maybe not a worser area, just the same area. And every time they moving around, it's like the new girl on around here gets SA. That's every time they're moving to different camps, they getting SA. Or they got this
Exactly.
thing where all the women go get water at a certain place where they get like their water or whatever.
Right.
And they saying that every time, it's another article I read that it's like the predators, they sit there and they just wait. You know what I'm saying? For those women to go get water, and then they just go do it. They said sometimes one case they had like 25 to 30 on two women, and it's not just it's militia that is doing it. It's called the clan militia. Then it's
Uh-huh.
the police that are doing it, and
Uh-huh.
it's the government officials that are doing it. So that's why these women have nowhere to go.
Like who do they tell?
That's
You know,
why the
like
UN.
who the hell
Right.
can they report it to? When the people that just did it are wearing badges. You know what? You know what this remind me of a little bit?
Go ahead.
A little bit of that Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all the most powerful men on earth committing illegal and violent sex acts against you. Who the hell do you tell? His employee, like his servant. You go tell his servant what the hell he did to you. I know that damn P Diddy joint. You seen that P Diddy documentary?
Lie.
Oh Lord, man, kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing.
It,
P Diddy, he was abusing some brother that was making music for him, a producer. And the damn producer went to tell one of Diddy's fucking assistants. Like it was like who do I tell? He went and told the assistant. The assistant was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You know, just hang in there." Yeah, I mean, it's not really a laughing matter, but to think that you're going to go to a subordinate of the one who's abusing you to get relief. I mean, it's desperation. But I mean, I hate to tell you, you're a far cry from actually achieving, the justice you seek.
and Salaki, if this been going on since 1991, right? I was born in 1989. Like, yo, that means we are we're not there are a generation of fatherless. You know what I'm saying? They are a
Got to be.
whole generation of fatherless men and women. Right here in the article, when you go down to concrete actions,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
right over top of it,
Uh huh.
those
Oh,
three lines, it says two senior UN experts also expressed serious concerns that over 15% of all the cases of SAN verified were contributed to government forces. Both the Somalian National Army, supposed to be protecting them, you know what I mean, and the Somalian police force, and as well as the regional forces, committed acts of R wording and other forms of SAN against women and children. This is not including the cases that come from the Al Shabaab militia group, and it spiked. It doubled. You know what I'm saying? It doubled in
hell,
2021. It went there. It was 80%, and now that video we just seen that was 3 weeks ago. She said 75% more. Like, come on. Don't talk
yeah.
about us and tell us we one nice thing. What is
What's,
Islam doing for Somalia?
I was about to say, what's the religion of this land?
Islam. What are they doing for Somalia? What are they doing
Come
for the
on,
children and the women? Huh? That $1 billion ain't going to the army of Somalia. It went to the militia that's in Somalia. So it is fair to say from data that those crime rates are going to rise again.
man.
But I just want to bring that out because I'm talking about some black people or the offspring of one night stands.
Yeah.
It was some type of like you in a one night stand. That is some type of agreement. Um, Even though it's evil in itself, it's some type of agreement. It's consensual.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you,
Reckless and irresponsible, yet consensual.
but at the same time, you can make it. You can continue with this relationship, right? And make
Right.
and be righteous and say, "I'll stay." You know what I mean? It's a one night stand, but I'll stay and I'll take care of this. But when you violently, you know what I mean? When you violently do it and take it and hurt the person, you know what I'm saying? A woman, and then the children. Oh, the children,
Come on.
man. out of here. Islam is garbage. Salaki.
Joke. It's the same joke that Christianity is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same joke that Christianity is, just in Arabic. That's all. All right.
Um,
Got one more story, man. Actually two more. Let's do state's attorney versus the mayor. You want to give some backdrop on this, or you want me to just go ahead and get into the article?
So the state's attorney, Ivan Bates, is the state's attorney
State's attorney for which state?
for Baltimore City, and then you
Oh,
got
okay.
the mayor, Mayor Scott. They already had a shaky relationship in the beginning. They kind of sat down and hashed through their differences for the sake of their running a state, right? And they have to be a team, right? They can't publicly be beefing and fighting, and they're on the same team. So for the sake of the people, they sat down, hashed out their differences. Well,
So
Mayor
for the
Scott,
optics, Salakia. So for the optics, so for the way that it looks bad in public for us to be like butting heads and going against each other.
right,
Let's work together. And they both
right.
agreed to this
That's what it seemed like. You know what I
historically.
mean? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So, lately for the last 3 years, Mayor Scott, the crime has been low. Violent crime has been low, and it's been contributing to Mayor Scott. You know what I'm saying? And basically his whole team, but he's the mayor, so
He gets the credit.
he gets most of the credit. You know what I'm saying? This how
Right.
it goes. And he has started a group. Um, The name of the group is Public Safety, the mayor's public safety office. I think the group is Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, which is like the mayor's office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. The abbreviation is MONSE. Whereas though the state's attorney has to cooperate with them about crime in Baltimore because they deal with the neighborhood. That they deal with the people that are involved in the neighborhood. That is, you know what I mean? So he
Okay.
can't just go off and I'm not gonna say he can't just go off with him, but it would look right. Like, since the crime rate has been low because of this program I created, let's have the state's attorney work with the program before we dish anything out, before we blow anything up, before we start, you know, going to cut the throat, you know what I'm saying, of the criminal, you know what I mean, or a so-called criminal. And now all of a sudden, out of the blue, state's attorney don't want to work with him. Even though the crime rate has been low, right? One of the historic low. And they contributing to the crime being low with these historic rates to this program and Mayor Scott, you know what I'm saying, as their little partnership, you know what I'm saying, that he created, you know what I mean, being
I'm
more
with
in
you.
the neighborhood, he's still saying he don't want to do it. And he gonna tell you why he don't want to do it, which is like Blair line in this article.
So everybody knows that the crime rate in Baltimore was, I mean, it was ridiculous nationally. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, 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 like cats in Chicago are like, man, I ain't going to Baltimore. Like Baltimore is a I mean, it's a rough place. But Mayor Scott kind of, joins forces with the state's attorney, puts in some kind of almost like checks and balances to where the state's attorney will coordinate with uh, the public safety office. You know what I mean? Before proceeding with all of the, all the different cases and things like that they might want to pursue. And as a result, the state's attorney didn't pursue every case that 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 he could, that was that before the public safety office, they would just everybody's going to jail. Everybody's getting tried. Everybody's getting charged. Everybody's going to jail.
Nobody has a say so.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's me. I'm king.
So public safety steps in and they're like, yeah, like look at the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? This is a youth, like probably a lot. And this is just kind of me speculating a little bit. I could be way off, but
Yeah, and it
I
could
know
be
youth crime is something that's kind of been kind of a hot topic, especially in the state of Maryland, in terms of like trying youth as adults. You know what I'm saying? For different, like damn near for almost all types of crime. You know what I mean? Like
right. Kind of kind.
15-year-old get into a little scuffle and they want to try him as an adult. You know what I mean? Like it's just like relax. It's a child. You know, this is a juvenile court thing. We don't need the state's attorney to involved in all of that. That's so nonetheless, they kind of the Office of Public Safety kind of took a more community approach to all of this, and they kind of buffered the aggression of the state's attorney when it comes to the community and different infractions, so to speak.
Kind of kind.
But then there came a point where the state's attorney is like, "Yeah, I'm done with all of that." Like it was cute for a minute, but yeah, we're done with all of that. So I'm about to go and share the article.
And it's probably like some preventive programs that, like the public safety, the mayor's office of public safety, of neighborhood public safety, probably offer too, because they in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they probably offering programs before you convict them. Like, look, this happened. He has this background. We've been working with this person, this youth right here.
Right.
This area is this. We got this
Yeah.
program. Let us try this first. Stuff like that. So and from what it seemed like, like he really, I guess he wants to have full range. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It seems like a whole bunch of stuff, but we'll get into it when we start reading.
All right.
Um,
So the article says that Baltimore State's Attorney Ivan Bates is cutting ties with Mayor's Public Safety Office. Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates is moving to stop his office from coordinating with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, MONSE, which oversees the city's anti-violence initiative. Baltimore City has seen major reductions in homicides and shootings for 3 years in a row. Again, you heard of Chirac?
right.
Yeah. Them cats in Chirac are like, well, at least we ain't in B-more. So, yeah. All right. It's a boom, boom, boom. Try to skip down. It
If
says
you
that
go to
our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, reports that Bates sent 7 pages of complaints to the Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott's office, alleging that the MONSE operates behind a cloak of secrecy.
right now, a cloak of secrecy, like a cloak is like the little dark. When you see those gothic type Esau Edomites, and they have the big hoodie. You know what I
Trench
mean?
coats.
It kind of like when you see the angel of death, and they got that hoodie on with the cloth.
Yeah.
That's like a cloth of secrecy.
Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper.
Right. Like you
Nice.
gotta make it sound like, a little bit gory and a little bit of cult like, and I don't know what's going on type. Just it sounds. We can read some more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It says despite homicides declining by 60% since 2021, Bates and Mayor Scott's office have not always been on the same page. I'm gonna scroll down. Salakia.
Like, so what? Like, you should be on the same page now.
Yeah. Bates has criticized the city group's violence reduction strategy and safe streets, deeming them to be ineffective. So Bates is saying all that nonsense that Mayor Scott's doing is actually it's just really ineffective.
But you can see the results, though. You know what I'm saying? You see the results. Other states see the results. The data is expressing the data is expressed correctly, it's just the empty talk. You know what I'm saying? Just so what it seems like is Baltimore is a crime state, like Chicago is a crime state. This is how it's a department of how they make money off of being a crime state. This is how people eat. This is how people have their children going to college. It's a part of America's culture and way of life. This is an apartment of money. That's how they make money. Being a
So
crime state.
so you saying so all right, so let me just be clear. So you saying that in states in cities like Baltimore where the crime rate is high, city officials, uh police departments,
Mm-hmm.
you understand, prison systems,
Mm-hmm.
people who work for these entities are able to make livings because the crime rate is so high.
Right, sir. Also, not even that. Like, think of all of the businesses that has ties in with prisons. Like, some prisons put the decorative promotions on buses. Some prisons handle that. Some prisons make the license plates, makes the street signs of yield, of stop. They have,
McDonald's uniforms
yeah, they make all different types of businesses. This is a business
to the
that has a
industry.
wheel that keeps going, and once you stop that, you're not state funding also gets chopped for this department. If the
Okay.
National Guard was in Baltimore, they would get federal funding. You know what
Right.
I mean? So somebody, he's not. It seems like either somebody is telling them, like, "Yo, we need this down here to get more money." He's not getting more money. It's not about it's not about his children living in a safe place and Baltimore turning into a thriving, an industrial state where you come here for work. This is how we make money. No, we've been making money off of crime, and you messing up my money. That's what it seemed like.
I see what you're saying. So Bates wrote a letter
Yeah, I
stating
was
his
trying to
grievance.
find it, but I had to pay for the website where you can get the joint, and
Well,
not
this
right. I ain't have it right now, but I
and
wanted to read it, but couldn't
no
get it.
sweat. Just in a nutshell, it says that Salaki. It says that in his letter, the state's attorney added that he would continue to prosecute cases brought by the Baltimore police as required by law, including cases designated by Monsi as being part of the group violence reduction strategy, Scott's signature violence reduction strategy program. So again, certain cases are supposed to go through Governor Scott, Salakia, Mayor Scott's, his uh, Monsi group. They're supposed to go through them where they could kind of like lobby on behalf of the so-called offender or whatnot, and kind of maybe buffer the response in terms of maybe there needs to be counseling or different mental health things involved, things like that, rather than just throwing them in the bin. All right. But yeah, it says man that Bates said he will no longer coordinate with Monsi. He done with that nonsense. He just want to get to it. All right.
It says also to add it in. Um, it says that the homeless it's November now. Well, it's December. It's the end of the year. And they saying that 127 homicides are the fewest number of homicides Baltimore has seen on record since at least 1970. For the state's attorney to say that this program has no results, um, it's just diabolical, man. It show you just how evil and how much of a sellout our people are for money. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about things getting, fixing crime. They don't. care about getting more jobs. And then the few people that do have a little bit of morality to focus on those things and try to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Mayor Scott grew up in Baltimore. I think he grew up in the hood. So he has a little bit of love that he's trying to maybe do. You mean, let's get the violence down a little bit. Instead of the state's attorney, you know, trying to persecute theft. If the Somalians is stealing 1 billion out of Minnesota, surely that somebody is down in Baltimore taking something. Won't you go investigate that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll find some money there for, you know, Baltimore. You know what I mean? Because everybody is taking all these the Latinos not taking money. I guarantee you, these other we got a lot of Africans that's moving in Baltimore. They always scamming. Go investigate them. You know what I'm saying? See what type of crimes they doing. Them find some money in that. You know what I mean? But instead, yeah, we got
what is it? The damn Nigerian princess.
the damn Nigerian
The
princess.
hell out your grandma.
The Asians down here, the Japanese, the Chinese, they down here. Yo, I know they are taking
something out.
Go ahead, sir.
It said that the Banner reports that Bates said he would not be using the $80,000 that Monsi allocated to his office for working on the group violence reduction strategy, which is Scott's signature violence reduction strategy program.
Because it ain't enough.
So that's what I was about to say. So the $80,000 that Scott's trying to pay him to keep working with these people. I wonder what it would take for him to not work. 80. What the hell they do on that damn Price is Right? $80,001. He'll flush all that shit down the tube. Despite all the success, despite all the progress, despite all the positive numbers, despite all the reduction, you know what I mean, in prosecution and crime and all of that, for $1 more, he'll forfeit all of that and get back to dealing with everybody as harshly as he possibly can.
80,000, sir, is not enough. I know it's not enough for him. You know why? Because the lady that runs the Board of Education, she was getting a couple million a year.
Yeah,
it's money in Baltimore.
She's still there? Is she still there? Because they were trying to get rid of her, but then they kept her, but then they got rid of her, then they kept her.
And she's failing. she's failing every year. The success rate of graduation, of kids graduating, of achieving the high the academic scores and test scores is getting low. So if she's making this much,
she failed.
Surely he's sitting at the table having brunch with them, having dinner with them at whatever parties they go to and get-togethers, and he is just watching them just run, the bag up, and he like, yo, I do not like this. I want my piece. I was getting this. I remember 4 years ago I was getting this or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And they probably talking to him too. Other politicians in different departments that's running it up. They probably telling him, man, it's him. You gotta get him out of here. This is a dog eat dog world, and blacks, Hispanics don't have a win. This is why Christ has to come back to give us salvation, because our leaders are dead dogs, man. Yeah.
Question: the mayor is a voted position?
The mayor?
Yeah,
I think so.
Vote for the mayor?
I think so. And I don't put nothing past him either, because all them politicians are crooked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Is the state's attorney voted for? Is that someone that people elect into that position?
I think they appoint him. It's a lot. Yeah, I'll find out.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and find out. I already know the answer, but I'm gonna let you find out. Are these people voted are these people voted for and put into office?
Yep, he's voted for.
Voted for. So people said, I like this guy, I'm picking him. I like that guy, I'm picking him. See, in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, every Black, Latino, and Native American has been instructed that we do not vote. Voting is
Right.
not a thing that we participate in.
Right.
And I'm gonna get a scripture if I could. You
What's
know, it
up,
wouldn't
sir?
be chop and cut. You know what I'm saying? Without scriptures, it wouldn't be UPK without the scriptures. So the
Con.
scripture I'm looking for is what's it? 1 Samuel. That's just one of them. If you got any scriptures too, you know, just let me know. We'll get it. 1 Samuel. Let's do 8 and 18. Officer Yagadar usually here going crazy with the scriptures. You go ahead and read that, Baba Kasha.
Con. 1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 18. And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king,
Because of what?
because of your king,
Because of what?
because of your king,
Read.
which ye shall have chosen you.
Which ye shall what?
Chosen you.
Listen, so okay, the crime rate goes down, boom, 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 everything's cool. Now there's not so many brothers, you know, getting locked up, boom, 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 no sweat. This is to but the cat you chose to be state's attorney, he don't like that. He don't like putting foot in your ass. You know, he don't like not being able to put foot in your ass. He's like Craig's dad. What he's like Craig's dad on Friday. You know what I mean? All day long, bang, 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 bang. Like he just want to put foot in your ass all day long. Mayor Scott was trying to like, hey, put a little, little buffer between it. But I mean, ultimately, that foot's coming back. That foot's coming back. Baltimore, it's been real. It's been nice. I hope you've enjoyed being able to go outside and not get gunned down and all that stuff. But I mean, it's about to be a wrap because the policies, the programs, all of those things that were put into place that you thought would bring you peace by the people that you elected are going to fail. All the effort was for naught. You thought that Mayor Scott and his buddy, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Bates, would be able to make the hell that you live in a little bit less hellish. Well, keep reading.
Khan, that was it for that scripture.
And the Lord.
Okay, and the Lord will not hear you in that day.
See, here's the thing. You went and voted. You thought Mayor Scott had it all figured out. Every time you go and vote in that polling booth, you think that your vote counts and that your vote has it figured out. Your vote don't got nothing figured out. Your vote actually resulted in the very people in office that are in office. Whether the person you voted for is in office or the person you voted against is in office. You went and played their game, so they're in office. It don't matter whether you picked them or not. You believed in the system that assigned them, which is why you voted. That system that you believed in is going to hurt you. You're going to feel the wrath of the system that you thought could save you. And when you go praying to God about how bad it is and how effed up everything is and nothing's right and it's not fair, the Most High is not going to hear you because you put your trust in them. And that's all I got on that.
Khan. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely right. Mayor Scott, he trying to. This is politics. So him loan, he trying to guarantee, a position in whatever next um ambition for the next position that he want. Somebody got to take the hit. So I guess state's attorney department had to take the hit. I got to get recognized for something to the people, right?
Somebody.
I don't think none at all that Mayor Scott is any more righteous than a state's attorney. Like these politics are all evil. You know what I'm saying? You had to do something to get where you at. It's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? From the record of what we see with these politicians, somebody had to take the hit. So state's attorney taking a hit this time, and for him to make it seem like it's a clock secrecy, right? It's like him trying to make the people feel like there's something going on. Like, I'm righteous too. I'm a good guy. Even though I'm a state's attorney, I'm a good guy. But it's something with this program that they are doing something, and he trying to set the stage up. Maybe they're letting for us to wonder. Maybe they're letting crime slide through. Maybe criminals are getting away. Maybe they're covering this stuff up. It's all just evilness that's going on, whatever. But we just speaking about it because the violent crime is actually down. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you how it's just a money scheme. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about. Matter of fact, can I get 1 Timothy 6:10?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. They're greedy dogs. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fix Baltimore, you should let the come into the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? And pray that the Most High speedily put the priests and prophets of the Lord in charge. You know what I'm saying? To make righteous decisions. You know what I'm saying? 1 Timothy 6:10.
Got
Can
it.
you read that, sir?
Con. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money.
For the love of money. Like, understand that, man. For the love of money, the want of it, not just the want. We know you need money to eat, and you need money to clothe yourself, and you can still be content with a position, a job that pays the bills. You have food to eat, you have clothes to wear, right? But this love right here is like you need. You're not content. You want more money. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
With Salaki, if I could, just on that point. I know I'm reading and all, but that love of money, goddamn, what would you do to get it?
Right.
You love it so much. What would you do to get it?
Perfectly put, sir.
Would you steal something? Would you lie to get it? Would you hurt someone? That's now you're getting dangerous. You understand?
Right.
Now you're in the danger zone. Again, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
You got Somali. You got autism children in Minnesota that are missing out. That will be behind. You know what I'm saying? Because the Somalians have a love for money. America, you know what I'm saying, is doing business with all types of other nations that is making evil deals, and you got the so-called Jewish man that is committing genocide for the love of money. You know what I mean? You got America that's dealing with them, knowing that they're committing international war crimes for the love of money. You got the Islamic community and Arabs over here committing terrorist acts, but America will still do business with them because America loves money. You know what I'm saying? This show you what they will do for money. They will compromise their morals. They will go against their law. They'll go against their own people, right? You know what I'm saying? For money. They'll go against treaties and agreements that they made with people that you helped build America up. We appreciate you. We'll do this. They'll go against all that for money. because it is the root of all evil. Every evil that you see in America, every evil that you hear about, behind it is money. You know what I'm saying?
Good night. And look, Salaki, I know it ain't tonight's topic or whatever, but goddamn, Diddy, what wouldn't Diddy do for $1?
Right,
I
right.
mean, good night, a complete monster.
And that's the spirit that
But
America. My bad, Salaki.
nah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's the spirit that America puts all over us. You know what I'm saying? You look at Megan Thee Stallion, and her situation with Tory Lanez. All of that evil for the love of money. You know what I'm saying? Look at the LGBT community and our pastors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Your religion for the love of money. They'll
Right.
allow them to come through the door with all of their sin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? All of their abominations. They'll compromise.
Right.
They'll compromise with the alternative lifestyle community and open up their church hearts, their Christian hearts for some money. So this place is going down. It's falling. You know what I'm saying? And what you need is priests and prophets that have a law that from the Most High that is put in their minds and their hearts. You know what I'm saying? That understand the state that Israel has been in for so many years, and that we want to fix. You know what I'm saying? We want to be like Christ, and we have a love for our people like our King. You know what I'm saying? To fix blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, not for the love of money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I mean? For the love of the law. You know what I'm saying? Of what we know our King has done for us, for keeping our oath. You know what I'm saying? For brotherhood, for our God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not for the love of money. Love of money will have you doing anything. You know what I mean? I love of money will have you feeling making songs like Justin Bieber about things you did
Mm.
that you regret. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye made a terrible ass song about dealing with his cousin when they was kids. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. God
Come on,
dang.
man. Diabolical.
Jeez. So
But
this is
yeah,
what the spirit that America puts on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. And this is why we say separate from America.
separate.
You know what I'm saying? From their culture, tradition, everything about it is evil. Everything about it is rooted from a love of money.
God.
Oh, you had something with the pastor, sir? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? You wanted to throw out some
it's 6:45. I'd hate to get into
644
that
Colonel
right
McCon.
now. I mean, we could, but we got to fly through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up, right? But here's the thing, though. It's like, uh, who's even gonna be surprised?
Right,
Who the
right.
hell is even gonna be surprised about a story like this? Hold on. Boom. Shanana boom. It says that, whoa, what happened? Why it's not? Wait, what's going on? Why is it coming up like this on here? Don't read the full article. There we go. Who'd have thunk it? Here we go. I guess it's gonna play. Long story short, there's some Methodist pastor. Where's the title at? It says pastor announces gender transition during service with congregation. Says he's giving up pretending to be a man. It's Christianity for you, man. Says I'm not becoming a woman. I'm giving up pretending to be a man. I don't know how Christians go and spend this. I don't know how people who read the Bible and teach from the Bible Oh man, am I frozen?
No, lie, sir.
No. Well, I
Nah, but
look like
you
I
was
was
skipping a
looking at
little bit,
the
but you froze.
preview. It
You're
looked
not
like I
frozen.
was frozen. But I don't know how people read the Bible and then go and teach this. Do we got to pull up scriptures about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess I could. What's that scripture about? Man should wear that which pertaineth to a woman.
Kind of, got you.
If the Bible talked about that, is that sufficient? You know what I mean? Is that sufficient to say like, oh damn, if this cat is trying to become a woman, that's kind of missed the mark.
I think it's Deuteronomy 22:5.
What's that say?
It's a lot. You. I said Deuteronomy
Uh-huh.
22:5. A woman shall not wear which pertain to a man. Business. Give me 1 second. Thou shalt not see but this.
I got you. Hold on, let me click it. Boom, boom. All right, you got that warrior.
Deuteronomy chapter 2 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So there's women who might want to transition. They might want to stop pretending to be a woman. And in their pursuit to do such, they're going to embrace, I guess, manhood, and they'll start looking like a man, dressing like a man, talking like a man, doing things that men do, preferring things that men prefer. Keep reading.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Like, so it's kind of saying the same thing. Like you a whole man, and you want to put on a woman's garment. You're tired of pretending to be a man and wearing, boots and pants. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Goddamn, you know what I mean? Wife beaters and like you just tired of being a man. You want to put on something a little more delicate. You want to put on something a little more satin or lace. Listen, keep reading.
For all that do so,
For all that do what?
do so.
For all that do so. For all that do these things, read.
Are abominations.
Or what?
Or abomination.
Or what?
Abomination.
Abomination. What is abomination? Abomination is just detestable. It's like, hell no. Well, it's fine. You know what I mean? We said different stroke for different folk, huh? Well, who the hell are you an abomination to? Read.
Unto the Lord thine God.
Unto who?
The Lord thine God.
Come on, man. Your God, man. Christianity, promotes this alternative lifestyles. It promotes, you wanting to go and pursue a life that you think is better suited for you, in contrast to who the hell you were born as. You think this is something new? You know what I like how the hell new could trans gender and trans behavior be, when in Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5 it talks about women that want to dress like dress like men that want to dress like women. Yeah, God don't like that. I mean, I don't know what more you want me to
Right.
say on that. Go ahead, correct.
No, you absolutely right, sir. Like Like, let Esau. This is Esau's. This is Esau's thing. You know what I'm saying? Esau's. This is his creation. This is his lifestyle. You know what I mean? This is what he do best. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men. Your God is disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always like to describe, man, abomination. Like, imagine you went to go clean something up and you went to go wipe it up and it got on your hand and
Mm.
you smelt it and it
Yep.
was doo doo. how,
Yep.
how would disgusting that's how would you that feeling right there? You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about it's a dude that's not supposed to be in this place. You know what I'm
Not
saying? This
sure.
is the most ironic place it's supposed to be, and you dug your hand in there to wipe it up or to grab
Good
something,
night.
and you pull it back and there's doo doo behind the couch or something. How would you feel? Not you don't have no dogs. Yeah, how would you feel? That's how the Most High feel when he see you putting on woman's garments. When he see this,
Come
you know what I'm saying? That's how he see when he see a woman putting on things that pertain to a man, and a man putting on things that pertain to a woman. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good on us. That's the whole reason why the black community created the down low term. Because we was against it. But how we got okay with it? Christian church. Christian church was the bridge between homosexual Salakia, alternative lifestyle, and blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
on.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? They made it comfortable to be in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Damn near a requirement.
Right.
Damn near a requirement. If you brothers gonna be in that church, you are going to be effeminized. And you sisters are gonna become you are gonna be emboldened to be masculine.
Mm-hmm.
You think all that boldness is just what do you call it, black girl magic?
Right.
You think that it's just what do you call it? Feminism?
Right. They think it's
Feminist
sisterhood.
movement? No, it's goddamn masculinity. And God hates it.
Right.
You understand? Like, but that's Christianity for you.
Pitbullism is
Yeah,
dragonism.
come on.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Slovakia, it's 6:55. We got a class coming up at 7. We damn for sure got to end this. This has been an
Wrong
excellent
time.
show, man. Let's clap it up for Officer Corrala. Come, you know what I'm saying? Coming there, driving it hot, you know what I'm saying, with these excellent articles and everything. You know what I mean? All the scriptures, all the breakdowns. You know
Let's
what I mean? We
also
got
give a hand to Officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah, man. Coming
God.
through and holding it down.
Yeah, man. Listen, we'll be and shout out to Officer Yagadar, man. That brother, he recovering, man. Lord be with him. You know what I'm saying? In his recovery, Lord allow, he'll be back real soon. You know, he got precept upon precept. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Lord be with that brother in his recovery, man. We'll be chopping it up with him real soon. All right. We'll be back again next Friday at 5 o'clock with another episode of Chop and Cut. If you want to learn Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue, you know what I'm saying? Not that nonsense they teach in church. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that in the ISUPK Eastern Shore class this coming Wednesday.
Not
That
that hubba
tongue
bubba.
nonsense. You know what I'm
Not the
saying?
hubba
Y'all
bubba,
teach
shabba
it.
bubba.
Oh,
None of
that
that.
gibberish, that foolish, that nonsense. We're gonna get into that ISUPK Eastern Shore uh, uh, what was it, scripture breakdown class? No, biblical law class. You know what I'm saying? That shit is nonsense. We're gonna break that down. All right.
Kind.
We got the Passover coming up, April 4th, Houston, Texas, man. Is it April 4th or the 6th? Am I
It's
tripping?
April 4th. It's April 4th, sir.
April 4th, 4
Now,
4,
Houston,
yeah.
Texas. You want to get there early. You want to get there maybe that Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be having a basketball contest, the football contest. That'll be a
Yeah, they
prize.
got the
They'll have
opening
a
day.
whole
Yeah.
bunch of events in the beginning that you don't want to miss. Scriptural breakdown, all of that stuff, man. So pay
Hey,
your
look, we got
tithes and pay your Passover fee, which is $200 per adult, 17 and over.
$200 per adult. Hey, listen, we also got the Feast of Hanukkah coming up, Salakia.
December the 14th.
Dedication. December 14th, 3430 Eastern Ave. If you in Maryland or DC or Virginia, well, Virginia got their own school situation going on, but if you're in Maryland, 3430 Eastern Ave, you know what I'm saying, come through. You know, check out this this feast day, you know what I'm saying, that trumps Thanksgiving and Christmas because it's rooted in righteousness. All right.
Right.
So with that, I want to say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to all the Akim that tuned in. Yahweh Shamar Alathon Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to all the Akim that tuned in. I want to say Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Oh, Salah.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. The white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm even here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming.